Some amazing Bigfoot vocalizations recorded recently on video near Castlegar in British Columbia. Jera Lee writes, "Hello, good afternoon. My name is Jera Lee and I'm writing you about the noises I hear behind my house. They happen once a month at the beginning or ending of the month on the dot, with 3 loud whooping noises before or after the long howls. British Columbia, Canada, in an area called Robson. And where we live, there's a high traffic animal trail, hazelnut tree field that's behind my place. It is private property and no one goes back there, and it's fenced off. I've been researching heavily on these noises ever since I heard them, and I've asked multiple people around me if they've heard them too, or know what kind of animals that they are. Most say it's an animal in stress, like a moose, elk, whale. My neighbor said he heard them once. He didn't think anything odd about it till I asked him, and said it sounded like a Sasquatch too. So the first video I got on film, I was just coming outside with my cat to let her out on October 29th, 2022 at 6:57 p.m. When I stepped outside, I heard 3 loud, deep whooping noises. Then I had enough time to grab my phone out of my sweater pocket and hit record on my phone and through my Snapchat. Caught the long and very loud howling noise on video. I was at first scared and didn't know what to think or do, as it was new for me to experience anything like that. Then the blackout video, second video clip, was December 1st, 2022 at 7:45 p.m. when I heard the long and loud howling when I was inside doing laundry. I came outside immediately to record it and got the 3 loud whooping noises. If you listen really closely to the beginning of the second video, you can hear in the distance another Sasquatch howling back. I know it has to be Sasquatch. If you'd like to know more, let me know. Thanks.
What the fuck is that noise? What is that noise?
RMSO responds, "Hi Geraldine. After hearing the first one, I wanted to blame it on an elk. However, after hearing the second one, that is not an elk. Sounds like a Sasquatch in the area. Kind of scary. Close to your home, too. Once a month. Apparently, they or it move past where you live when traveling between places it likes to be. Amazing vocalizations. British Columbia, Canada is the #1 sighting hotspot in Canada. Then right across the border into the US, Washington is the #1 sighting hotspot in the US and the world. So you are in a great place for Bigfoot activity. Off the top of my head, I know of Bigfoot sightings near Silverton, Canada, just north of you, and then sightings around nearby Kootenay Mountain, that's just east of you. The area you are recording these vocalizations is near the Columbia River. Over a dozen years of tracking Bigfoot sightings, we have always considered the Columbia River a Bigfoot highway. We continuously find ourselves investigating sighting reports, Bigfoot videos, and vocalizations near that massive river and rivers that lead to the Columbia, like the Kootenay River, Snake River, Salmon River, and others. Have you or anyone in and around your community spotted a Bigfoot around that area recently?" Jera Lee continues, I did post these clips on a local community page, and no one has said they've seen Bigfoot and or have not heard these noises either. My neighbor did hear the noises, but he didn't think anything of it at first. I heard it coming from a large hazelnut field behind us. RMSO responds, "Thank you for the info. Bigfoot comes down into the farms and ranches from off the Wasatch Mountains once in a while where I live too. A handful of sightings on the foothills and valleys every year." Gerald states, "Yeah, that's what I kind of figured. It's like to be in the backfield behind her house. Here's a better picture of the fence that knocked down beside my house. I have not yet gone into the field yet to even look for footprints, as I am so sick it's a little hard to get the energy to do anything right now." Here are both the clips back to back, and I've boosted by several decibels so you can hear much better. I hope you enjoyed British Columbia Bigfoot sighting hotspot. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.
What the fuck is that noise? What is that noise?
See, I told you. Yeah. Tell me the dog.
The volume was boosted by 25 decibels so that you could hear the eerie vocalizations better. At the end, I'll boost the volume up to 30 decibels. I blurred out Serge's daughter's cute worried little face because of her age. This is what Serge writes RMSO when he sends us this amazing audio footage. Golden, British Columbia, Canada Vocalizations. RMSO responds, "Those were freaky. Ever figure out what made them?" Serge continues, "Not too sure. We were camping along the edge of the forest as it went down into the valley. It was so close I jumped up with my spotlight and tried to search for it throughout the woods, but couldn't see what it was."
See, I told you. Yeah. Tell me the dog.
RMSO continues, "Here is a Bigfoot encounter less than 80 miles from where these vocalizations were recorded, just across the border into Banff, Alberta, Canada." Longfellow writes RMSO, "A friend of mine who is around 53 years old told me an experience from when she was around 5 years old. She fell down an embankment in Banff, Alberta, and was picked up by a female Sasquatch. She was fed and cared for 9 days and nights. She was brought to the Bigfoot family. She remembered the big male didn't like her, but the female kept her safe. She also remembered that the young ones would rub her skin. They were infatuated by how smooth she was. I asked her how she got out of there. She said she told the female, 'I miss my mommy. I want to go home now.' Next thing she remembered, she woke up on her granny's porch. When they found her, they asked her, 'Where have you been for the past 9 days? Who took you?' She replied, 'I was with the furry people.' But they didn't believe her. But she told me the female took good care of her and fed her berries, gave her water, and was very caring. Okay, one of my favorite Bigfoot images from this area along the border of British Columbia and Alberta is this image of a Bigfoot that sat down momentarily in front of a trail camera in Alberta. A lot of folks believe it's a bear, and others think it's a Bigfoot. Thinker Thunker YouTube channel does a couple of amazing breakdown analysis videos proving it's not a bear and more than likely a creature with a muscly primate arm. Hope you enjoyed these vocalizations, a Bigfoot encounter, and an image of what may be responsible for both. Keep on watching. We're going to keep on squatching.